really grateful for the support of the Governor's Council on Developmental Disabilities to fund the Job Readiness Summer Camp again this year. It has been another great experience for our students and our employers in the community.
Job Readiness Summer Camp brings high school students together from all over the Washoe County School District. Students between 16 and 22 years of age gather here to learn in a fun atmosphere. Their training takes them beyond the classroom. It takes them into the real world. There is no substitute for on-the-job training. The students are assigned certified teachers that follow them through the entire process, from the classroom to the job site. Businesses in our community not only open their doors to our students, they open their hearts and minds.
We also hire professional teachers and professional teaching assistants to be with our students out in the community, as well as offer the instruction in the afternoon when we get back to the school site.
The techniques for finding a job are as important as the ability to get to the job site. Many of our students are unable to drive and would otherwise rely on someone else to get them to their job. Therefore, we introduce them to the public transportation system in our community.
I like getting on the bus and getting off because I'm old enough to do this.
They're at the employer site for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. And it kind of varied what each employer was able to, what kind of program they set up for the students. Traditionally, job training has often just been at retail, and we wanted to expand that and give more opportunity to our students.
They've all expressed an interest in the automotive, mechanic industry, and so this is why they were placed at Reno Toyota. They're getting a real feel for the variety of opportunities they have within the automotive industry.
We just went, me and the group, to Toyota company. We learned lots of things about the cars, hybrid and everything, about how to order the pieces, the parts, how to get them, how to handle it to them, oil change, lots of things more.
First 2 days they were kind of nervous, and then by the third day they were all, smiling and get in there and let's get it done. I just didn't know how much we wanted to push them, but yeah, they were willing to do anything. And they were really willing to learn. I think they were pretty excited. That was actually pretty exciting for us.
The enthusiasm from Josue, Eduardo, and Juan themselves, and just looking at the excitement and the energy that they've actually been able to bring to this to this whole program has been pretty exciting. And just the attitude and the atmosphere itself, them coming around, and you can just see the pride in their faces, and the sense of wanting to do well, and it's just been pretty exciting, to watch that happen with the 3 students that we had. We like longevity, we like people to be around for a long time and enjoy what they do. So that's one of the biggest reasons why, getting the students involved in this type of situation, to make sure, that it just does nothing but benefit everybody, including themselves and the community, and the businesses that they do, visit. It's a big plus.
Actually, I was kind of thrilled that I was one of them that got chose to work with them, because I like working with anybody new. Each of them kind of wanted to do their own thing, so I had each of them build different items. They all built valves for me, they all built fountains for me, and they were really good at it. All 3 of them were excellent. When they came to us to do different jobs with me, all 3 of them built them just like I would have built them. I had no rework. I didn't have to actually show them over and over and over. They caught on just right away.
The students were great at building our units. I noticed, there was no problem. They were knowing how to use the screwdriver, pliers, tape machine.
Instead of being told how to do something, they are actually being shown how to do something, and they're actually following through with the training.
What difficulties they had growing up is pretty much the difficulties that I had. But you can overcome these difficulties. You just have to push yourself a little harder than other people.
The biggest lesson was how to communicate with others, be helpful with them.
I had to listen and follow the directions.
We had 4 goals that we wanted to accomplish with the camp. First of all, we wanted to offer our students an opportunity for job training out in the community and offer a diversified selection of employers for them to experience. Secondly, we wanted to work with employers in the community who are willing to offer Washoe County School District students a job training experience at their site, and to help build that collaboration between the school district and the employers in the community. Thirdly, we wanted to offer travel training to our students how to ride public transportation so that they could get to a job site independently and on their own. And our 4th goal was that students would receive instruction in self-determination and self-advocacy skills, as well as employment soft skills, which includes communication, as well as resume and interviewing skills. One of the things that we are excited about is that the Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation will pick up with the employers after the camp is over to see if there's any possible opportunity for hiring a student. And what Dieter does is they come in with on-the-job training support. And so we're very excited to move this process forward in that direction. We also work closely with Sierra Regional Center in identifying students who are receiving services as adults with Sierra Regional Center and making that a lasting connection.
This could be my first job.
If they could hold the enthusiasm and any kind of the attitude that they have for a good period of time, I think that transition wouldn't be an issue whatsoever.
So it's a great opportunity for them to come see if they do like the business, because a lot of people who, there isn't really much training in the automotive part and service-wise unless you're going to be a mechanic. But now it's a time to see, they can see different aspects and see if they do like it. I thought it was a great idea.
I would recommend this for other employers to get involved with, because they would be helping out the students, plus they benefit from it. In their hearts, they benefit.
I feel as a company in the community, we should support our community no matter what.
Anytime that you can have any kind of an impact on somebody, especially younger, and they can give you that feeling of, or they can portray that they've had a great experience. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a warming thought to have that, you've been able to have that kind of an impact on somebody.
And I had one student come up to me this year that was amazing, and he just said, "This camp changed my life." And it's when you hear things like that, you know that you're making a difference in a student's life, that collectively that we've been able to offer something that's going to help the student be more successful in the future.
So when they leave here, they leave with skills.
Personally, I would bring them back again next year.
Actually, you can learn from them.
Thank you so much for letting me doing this.